About two-thirds of our excess weight gain is caused not by the foods we eat, but by the foods we don't eat. Let me explain. Our body needs a lot of nutrition, a lot of different kinds of things. Of course, we need protein, we need vitamins, we need minerals, but we also need a lot of phytonutrients from the plants we eat. And so there are hundreds of things that our bodies really, really need. The problem is that when we don't eat those things in the right quantities, we get hungry because it's what we're not eating. It's not the food, it's what's missing from the food that we're eating. So when we don't get the nutrients our body is asking for, our body is demanding, your body says, you know what? I need to find those things. And I want you to find those missing nutrients, go out and get them. And so let me give you an example. Many years ago, I was trying out the idea of becoming a vegetarian. And I was also at that time working quite late at night. And what was happening to me is that about 1 or 2 in the morning, I would get so faminously hungry, and I would go into the kitchen and I would find a bag of marshmallows. You know those big, white, fluffy, really good marshmallows? And I would go find those marshmallows, and I would take 2 or 3 out to kill my hunger, of course, and I would go back to my computer in my office at the home, and so I could have something to snack. But by the time I got back to my room, the marshmallows were gone that I had just taken out of the sack. Now, I had powder on my hand, but I don't remember eating them. So I'd go back to the kitchen and get number 2 or 3, maybe 4 this time, because obviously something happened to the last 3. And I would bring them back to my office. By the time I got to my office, I'd only have 1. And I'm thinking, where did I all go? So I'd go back and get some more. And before I knew it, I was eating maybe a third, a half a bag of marshmallows. The only thing that stopped me was because I was crazy, man. I can't eat all those marshmallows. Got a hold of a friend of mine. His name's Nick, and Nick is a great nutritionist, and he told me, Boyd, you know, you're trying out being a vegetarian, and you're not eating enough protein. So your body is looking for protein, and you think as you're hungry. He says, why don't you just go in the kitchen and get in the fridge and get some of those thin slices of turkey that your kids have for their lunch meat, and just eat 1 or 2 of those thin slices when you get hungry instead of the marshmallows. I thought, oh, that's crazy, but I tried it. The next night I went into the fridge when I got hungry and steered clear of all those marshmallows I'd been eating, and I ate some turkey slices. And you know what? It killed my hunger immediately, because what I was not eating was protein, and my body was craving protein. And as soon as I ate protein, my body was satiated. We all do this in some way or other. We are eating food that is so depleted of nutrition from so many different sources that it creates hunger. And that hunger, we think, is real hunger, but it's just really a lack of vitamins, lack of minerals, lack of macronutrients, and our body is looking for those things, and we think of it, the signals they give us, we think of it as being hungry. In fact, we're not. And so we go out and we start to snack. The problem is that the things that we snack on, which account for 2/3 of all the overeating we do, is those snacks, and the things we snack on don't give us the nutrients our body is looking for. So the next time we start feeling that hunger again, it's not hunger that we're feeling, it's our body saying, go eat something that's nutritious. And when you're not eating nutritious food, you're not ever going to satiate that. So it's what we're not eating that makes us snack. And those snacks that we eat are never going to give us what we need. And as a result, it just cycles over and over and over again. And that's why 2/3 of the excess weight that we're carrying around are because of the foods that we are eating as snacks. It's not as much that we're overeating in our meals, it's that we're snacking way, way too much. And it's because we're not eating healthily. So remember that the next time you reach for a snack, is it going to give you what your body is lacking?